Oh, welcome to the Cincy Postcast, powered by Gold Star, Cincinnati's favorite match day meal. I'm Kevin Wallace, and we have a very unique episode for you. But before we get to that, I have to start off by saying I am incredibly thankful for Streetside Brewery, a amazing outfit over on the east side of Cincinnati, Columbia Tusculum-ish neighborhood. They're good people over there. They've been with us all season long. If you have not had the opportunity to go enjoy one of their brews, go check out their space, you're really missing out. Truly, I mean that. Everybody has their favorite breweries around town. Give Streetside a shot if you haven't. I promise you they will rocket to the top of your list. They are good people. They make some damn good beers over there. A wide variety. You will find something that you like there. They're good people. Go check them out. Like I said, I am so thankful for them, and that will be the theme of this episode. I am so thankful for them sponsoring the postcast this season. They were so nice. We got 2 live shows out there. It was a really, really good time. So a huge thank you to Streetside for sponsoring this episode, so many other episodes this season. Great people. Go check them out. Mention the code to get $1 off, or don't, honestly. Give them the full price. They're worth it. So huge thank you to Streetside. Now, let's get on with this unusual episode. As you can tell, this is not my usual recording setup. You are getting me live. Not live. You're getting me recording from a... What is this establishment? A Holiday Inn outside of Tiffin, Ohio, on Thanksgiving morning. Yes, the hustle, the grind, the content mines must be mined even on Thanksgiving. So on this episode, we wanted to bring together some of our former guests, some of the contributors to the post, some of the people you don't even see that are working behind the scenes. And I offered them the opportunity to tell what they're thankful for. Okay, what they are thankful for FC Cincinnati, for Gary Nation on this Thanksgiving. It's been a hell of a ride. We're coming up on 10 years with FC Cincinnati. It felt like a good opportunity to look back on the season, on the team, and offer our thanks on this day of thanks. I know the Chief does not like this holiday, but I think it's nice to have a holiday that is centered around introspection and finding meaning in life. And that's what I like about Thanksgiving. And that's what I think you will like about this episode. We have different people offering up their thanks. So let's get on with it. This is a very thankful episode of the Postcast. And hey, why not? I'll start us off here, since I am the only one sitting in this cold Kia in a parking lot of a Holiday Inn on Thanksgiving. I am reminded, though, this morning that my 4-year-old was asked what he was thankful for at his little preschool setup, and it was really cute. They sent the list back to the parents, and some of the kids had, I'm thankful for my brother, my sister. One kid, right above my kid, had written for him, I am thankful for my parents tucking me in at night. Oh, just so sweet. The one right below my son was, we are so thankful for our dog. That kid was very thankful for their dog, the family pet, such a source of love. My son was thankful for toilet paper. And it was very clear that is all he was thankful for, because the handwriting changed just a hair. They clearly went back and asked him what else he might be thankful for, and I'm going to guess he was coerced into giving the answer of mom and dad, which was after a comma that was clearly hastily added. So toilet paper. Hey, and you know what? Thinking back on it, yeah, why not? Thankful for toilet paper, okay? Why not? Why not? So, you know, if those of you with kids, yeah, you bust your ass for these kids, and toilet paper makes the power ranking a little higher than you. So be it. So be it. Now, I am incredibly thankful this Thanksgiving and every Thanksgiving the last couple of years for every single listener of the postcast, all 12 of you. It's amazing that anybody listens to this, that anybody has enjoyed this. I am very, very happy that we have built a very nice little community on Discord, on X, on Blue Sky, wherever you may be. I like to think that we have a nice little community going. It's really fun. It's been a lot of fun. It's been really, really fun to get the opportunity to talk to some of these players and former players and people around the league and around the team that I otherwise would not have. And so pretending to have something like a podcast or pretending to be a journalist or something has really opened up the doors to me having conversations with people I would not normally have. And that has been a ton of fun. And I would be, I don't know, a very, very bad friend to not say that I am incredibly thankful for the friendship and relationship that I have made over the years now with Grayson and Chief and everybody else behind the post. Like I said, there are people behind the scenes that are doing things, working things that folks will never see. Joseph Mamay, Chalupa Batman, okay? I'm not going to out anybody's government name that I know I don't have permission for. We would not have a website without that guy, okay? I am incredibly thankful for Jonah. Jonah has done so much for this fan base, for the post, for the postcast. Truly the unsung hero, which is funny because I think he gets his praise sung sometimes, but not enough, okay? Unsung hero of the FC Cincinnati fan base. KLR is still a better product than the postcast ever will be, and I miss it. I miss listening to KLR. I miss having Jonah on the podcast, and I miss all of that. It was as good as it got, and I honestly feel very selfish that the postcast has come into its own while the team has gotten good, and KLR only got to experience the bad. And it really doesn't seem fair. I need one more season of KLR where we win a trophy. Okay, that's all I'm asking for. Maybe add that to my Christmas wish list. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. Yeah, Chris White is another one I'm thankful for, who you'll actually get to hear from in a little bit, working behind the scenes. Das, Harks, Max, another unsung hero of this fan base, has done so much for this fan base, so many traditions, so many things that everybody assume is organic, probably came from Max. And he will be the first one to argue with the idea of something being organic, an organic tradition, because, and he would never admit this part, he invented a lot of them, okay? So we all owe Max quite a bit of thanks. Joseph Mamay, I feel like I breezed over him. So much of the online culture and how funny I think the FC Cincinnati fan base is on Twitter, I think is a direct extension of Joseph Mamay and all the work that he has done. It's so good. and a lot of behind the scenes stuff. I am not going to blow up his spot, but he does a lot of work for the Post that does not get recognized. And so I want to always be giving thanks. And Andrew Springsteen, a man who comes and goes. There have been more sightings of Bigfoot in the last couple of years than Andrew Springsteen, but man, the visual identity of the Post, a ton of TIFOs were Andrew Springsteen. Miss that guy. Could use him back. We were redesigning the album artwork, podcast artwork when Gold Star came on board, and was really missing Springsteen during that time. That was, you should have seen some of the rough drafts. They were rough. Okay, they lived up to the name. All right, that's enough of me babbling. We've got some people coming up here. The first two, I think you'll recognize. Let's hear from Grayson, and let's hear from the Chief on what they are thankful for.
Hey folks, which I'm saying with an X instead of a KS. Grayson here. Kevin asked us to list what we're thankful for, so here it goes. I'm thankful for health and life, obviously, for security, for the roof over my head. I'm thankful for everyone who's had an effect on my life, whether they are still with us or not, whether I keep in touch with them or not. I'm thankful for the privilege of being born near and living in the great city of Cincinnati, despite the fact that it doesn't always dare to be great. I'm thankful for family, whether by blood or by choice, and I'm thankful for our FCC family. I'm thankful for Luciano Acosta's time at Cincinnati, whether he goes or stays. And I'm thankful for the wage structure in Argentina that makes the latter more likely. I'm thankful for Chris Albright, who brought to Cincinnati the novel idea of signing defenders, and I'm thankful that he gets to pursue his life's greatest joy, manipulating the MLS salary rules. I'm thankful for Pat Noonan and the FCC coaching staff who, have really put together a stout, predictable, consistent defense and midfield and do their best with Lucho. I'm thankful for the FC ownership group, which keeps reaching for the stars, even though I would like to see one on the jersey above the shield, please. I'm thankful for Jeff Burning, who reminds us that even in the monoculture that is Major League Soccer, you cannot stop Cincinnati from being Cincinnati. And I hope he never stops giving his little speeches. I'm thankful for the subway, which will be finished. I'm thankful for Kevin and the Chief. Yes. This podcast brings me a great deal of joy to record every week, and only a moderate level of tension in my marriage when I have to explain exactly what I'm doing for 2 hours. I'm thankful for you, our 12 rambunctious children who listen to this podcast. Thanks to you, we are the, 5th largest podcast about the smallest market team in a soccer league that is, I think fast catching up to the Missouri Valley Conference football in popularity. Without you all 12 of you, we wouldn't have a show, and our lives would be extremely different. Probably for the better, but I am scared of change. And finally, I'm thankful to our sponsors, Cincy Shirts, Streetside Brewery, and Gold Star Chili. Their generosity allows us to host the show on your favorite podcast apps, maintain the website, and make away days videos that will never be seen in anybody's lifetimes. Now, the scope of the generosity is only known to Kevin, but I'm sure that will come out in the inevitable lawsuit when this thing implodes. To close, I'd just like to say, from the bottom of my heart, from my family to yours, thank you so much, and may God smite the Columbus Crew.
Hey everybody, it's your boy, the Chief. Kevin told us to record something about what we're thankful for, and didn't give us a lot of instructions or anything. So I don't know, here goes nothing. I'm thankful for the 2024 FC Cincinnati squad. There were ups, there were downs, but at every point it was interesting. And at the end of the day, all I need from my sports teams are to be interesting. I've followed way too many boring, dull, and lifeless teams to want otherwise. In that vein, I'm thankful for Aaron Bopenza, because if you're going to be bad in a hilarious way. I'm thankful for Lucho Acosta. If this is the end, and I tend to believe it is the end for Lucho Acosta, no ill will. You gave it your all for the city, and I'll never forget how mad you made everyone you played. I'm still silently protesting. I'm thankful for you, Kubo. You epitomize the grit of Cincinnati and all the things that make this city fall in love with its sports heroes. I'm endlessly proud that you found a home so far from your homeland here. I'm thankful for Matt Miazga. Rest up and get better. We've got more trolling to do. I'm thankful for our goalkeepers room, Roman Celentano, Evan Lauro, Paul Walters, and Ali Khan. Remind everyone, maybe every so often, to dive the other way on PKs, just to mix things up. I'm thankful for DeAndre Yedlin. It's endlessly cool that he plays here in Cincinnati now. The city and the club needed some swag and professionalism. DeAndre brought both. I'm thankful for Chris Albright. I'm critical of Chris every so often, but he never stops swinging, and he never gets complacent. I'll bitch when he misses a transfer, but I love that he always gets back up on the horse and never lets anything keep him down. And we've got a brand new Denke to worry about now, and that's exciting. I'm thankful for Pat Noonan. I appreciate how absolutely sick of the bullshit you perpetually are. I'm thankful for the scribes that cover this club, Pat, Laurel, CST guys, and Damon. Everyone else that helps feed my addiction and insatiable appetite for news about this team. Not every MLS market is so lucky. I didn't know whether we were going to get sentimental or not, though, beyond the FC Cincinnati, so here it goes. I'm thankful for my family, my wife, my sister, my father, and all my extended family, most of whom, thankfully, will never hear a single minute of this episode or this podcast in general. I'm thankful for my nephew, Hank, who isn't allowed to listen to the show because Uncle Chief curses too often. I'm thankful for my friends. As we grow older and as you get older, you find that your circle starts to close a little bit. And the friends and the people that I have in my life who are ride or die with me and have been that way for years mean the world to me. And if you have friends, you can figure the rest out in life. I firmly believe that. I'm thankful for this team. Beyond just the individual players. So much of the last 10 years of my life have been about this team. From helping to launch the Pride in the early days to being a part of the growth from USL to MLS. I'm thankful for people like Dan McNally, Jeff Smith, John Horlander, and Jeff Birding, and everyone who's worked with the club in the past, including people like DJ Schweitzer. All of the people who have allowed me to give my input and listen to an idiot like me when I had ideas. This team really does want to be fan first and fan direct and fan appreciative. And what we have built here is something I'm eminently proud of. I'm also thankful for the incredible people I've met with and become friends with as a result of being involved with FC Cincinnati. There's way too many to list. You know who you are if you're listening. I've made lifelong friends with the people in the Pride, former club employees, and other people in the fan base. This community we've built around this team is something special, and I really hope everybody understands that and is thankful for that. I'm thankful for Kevin and Grayson. You honestly couldn't ask for two better, funnier, and more insightful co-hosts to spend time with. And I genuinely cherish the time we spend doing the podcast, the trips we take, the time we spend, and I am incredibly happy and incredibly proud to call you both friends. Most of all, I'm thankful for the 12s. You all are the best. You've made this podcast incredibly fun to do. From the great discussions we've had on Discord and socials to the random fist bumps I get walking around TQL Stadium. It means the world to me. I love you all. This is why I keep doing this. It's been a long year for your boy professionally here. I think some of you probably have picked up on that. Some of you who know me in other settings know. When you work for an elected official, election years are stressful for everyone. They're especially stressful when you lose and you're suddenly facing the prospect of a midlife career change. Doing the podcast and the incredible feedback and the discussions and just the wonderful community we've built has made this year so much better than it had any right to be, especially the last 3 or 4 months where you're putting it all out there every day at work and for the cause. So I just want you all to know out there, I'm thankful for all of you, and I'm thankful for you allowing us to continue doing this. I'm thankful for you allowing us to have sponsors that allow us to do this without having to dip into our own pocket. So happy Thanksgiving to each and every one of you. Love one another, and remember to tell your friends and family to fuck Columbus and go fuck yourself, San Diego.
Gah, so good to hear from those guys. That is nice. I gotta echo just about all of those sentiments. Okay, that is the feeling here from, again, a Holiday Inn Express outside of Tiffin, Ohio. So we've heard from Chief, we've heard from Grayson. I think it's important that we hear from Jonah next, okay? We can't have a weird, unusual podcast without Jonah of KLR fame offering his thanks on this Thanksgiving.
Hello, Postcast listeners. You, the sickest of sickos, here for an off-season holiday episode. My gratitude for all of you is unending. I'm thankful for the absurd community that has been built around this podcast. I'm thankful for Chief's hot takes. I'm thankful for Grayson's pregnant pauses. But I'm most thankful for Kevin. At times one of the most reviled FC fans, now the thought leader for the most important content hub in Gary Nation. God bless your vision and what you've built. But do you know the first attraction I ever built when I came here from Scotland? It was a flea circus. Petticoat Lane. It was quite spectacular. Spared no expense. There was a miniature merry-go-round and a wee trapeze and a car carousel and a seesaw. They all moved, motorized of course, but people would say they could see the fleas. Oh, I can see the fleas, Mommy. Can't you see the fleas? Clown fleas, high wire fleas, fleas on parade. But this place, I wanted to show them something they could see and touch.
Yeah, that hit the mark. That was exactly what we were looking for. Well, I could not have paid for a better transition because Zach Blandford is up next, president of the Pride, the largest and oldest supporters group in FC Cincinnati right now. And Zach speaks to me being one of the most reviled members of the FC Cincinnati fan base once upon a time, and probably still now.
This Thanksgiving, I'm thankful for Kevin Wallace. Kevin was such an asshole to the president of the American Outlaws Cincinnati chapter that he put out a public call for help, which led to me getting involved in soccer supporter culture in Cincinnati. What an amazing thing Kevin did for me to meet all of you wonderful people through sheer force of dickery. And for that, I'm thankful and grateful for Kevin and for all of you in Gary Nation who tune into the postcast even when I'm not a guest, which is, importantly, the only time I tune in. So thank you all very much. I hope you have a very good Thanksgiving, and I hope that Kevin continues to make the world a better place by being a dick. Thanks.
Well, then maybe something good came of that. I don't know. Well, going from the the ghost of SG's present to the ghost of SG's past, I want to hear from Chris White, former president of the Pride Supporters Group, and a man that I have gotten to know over the years, and again, cherish the relationship that we have built. And I was lucky enough to be the officiant in this man's wedding, primarily because Chief backed out. So I'm happy to be number 2 in your officiant tier list, Chris.
Hey guys, it's Chris White. Just wanted to take a moment to mention a few things I'm thankful for this year. I'm thankful for all the friends I've made across the supporters groups and the Post. I'm thankful we have such thriving communities where people from all different backgrounds can come together around our shared love of Cincinnati. I'm thankful for those in the Pride that have stepped up and continued leading that group I helped get off the ground as it moves into its 10th year. Shit. I'm thankful there's a new empanadas box opening up 5 minutes from my house. I'm thankful for Gold Star actually making crinkle cut fries that aren't trash, although Cholitos are so much better than Doritos. I'm thankful we get a chance to see more Luca Orishano midfield bangers and to see Matt Miazga out shit-talk Luis Suarez. The thing I'm thankful for most this year is being able to marry my best friend and love of my life with the help of the Mr. Kevin Wallace just a few weeks ago. Couldn't have been happier to have him up there with us, even if shortly after we watched FCC get bounced from the playoffs while huddled around a phone at the Cincinnati Observatory. On that note, I'm also thankful Miami and Columbus also both shit the bed alongside us, because if we can't win, I'm happy they can't either. 2024 brought with it a lot of ups and downs, but looking back, there was a lot to be thankful for. Excited to see what things 2025 will bring. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Gah, and there you have it. The one and only Chris White. So we got 2 more voices I want you to hear from on this very special Thanksgiving episode. These 2 cover the team. One for the Post, one for the team. And I am so thankful for both of them. Chief mentioned it before, but we in this fan base are so incredibly lucky. We are lucky to have a media environment that allows for a lot of people to cover this team. A lot of MLS teams do not have this. They don't even have half of what we have. From Carter to Pat to Laurel to Damon to everybody at CST to You Ain't Lying, The Flying Lion, and 3 fans, 2 teams, 1 cup, which was a real podcast there for a moment. Thankful for everybody. Old Man Ultras, least we forget. Thankful for everybody who covers this team. So let's hear from Carter first. Carter, what are you thankful for?
Hey, Cincy Postcast, it's Carter Chapley. I want to say I'm thankful for you guys to invite me on to participate in this little Thanksgiving project. I'm very thankful for the pals I've made along the way here, especially at the Postcast, and the 12 listeners who I'm able to speak to every year, at least once so far since I've been here, so I'm thankful for that. I am currently en route to Milwaukee, Wisconsin to spend Thanksgiving with my in-laws, but of course I will always have Cincinnati on the mind. I will have FC Cincinnati on the mind the entire time, as I'll have to explain what a designated player and what GAM is to my in-laws as I do every visit, which is always very fun and exciting and in a unique way for us FC Cincinnati enjoyers. I am thankful this holiday season, which of course is the wrong holiday season. The holiday season was a month ago for Canadian Thanksgiving, but I am thankful for this holiday season, for the welcome that the FC Cincinnati fan community has given me since I've joined a little over a year and a half ago. I'm deeply, deeply grateful for the seeming match that my sense of humor and the FC Cincinnati community has. There's a deep support that I have for them, and they've shown for me. So I'm grateful, I'm thankful that we are able to kind of match our sensibilities in a way, and that I've been welcomed as well as I have. So thank you to the FC Cincinnati community for that this holiday season. I am deeply, deeply, deeply appreciative, even though I am thanking you for the wrong Thanksgiving. So happy holidays. The season starts in like 2 months, so get your rest.
Wow. Okay. Carter brings up a good point. It has been way too long since we've had him on the postcast. We will change that soon. Okay, Carter. This is a warning to you. We will change that soon. So finally, to wrap things up from our guest messages here, got to bring on Damon Gumbert, the Post's newest entrant to the Postcast cinematic universe. He has been our beat writer, writing gamers, was the first member of the Post to be able to ask a question in a post-game press conference to Pat Noonan. Awesome. Really, really proud of Damon, and honestly a little bit of the Post to be able to get to that point. Damon is my cousin. I think people know that. Maybe they don't. So again, thankful for family on this Thanksgiving. And unfortunately, because I am in a Holiday Inn Express parking lot in Tiffin, Ohio, I will not be able to see Damon on Thanksgiving, but I am happy to hear from Damon on Thanksgiving.
Hello, this is Damon Gumbert, writer at the Post Cincy. What I am thankful for this year is the friends I've made due to FC Cincinnati. When I moved back to Cincinnati from Wisconsin in 2021, I didn't know anyone except my family. Kevin brought me to a few FCC games and I got to meet new people. I'm not good at meeting people, so I didn't strike up a lot of conversations, but the energy from the people and the energy inside TQL was electric. I started to really follow the team in 2022 while I was working at WLWT, and I met a few people who also like soccer and FC Cincinnati. Sometimes it's hard as an adult to make new friends, but FCC gave me a way to connect with people I now adore. I am thankful for Fletcher, Hannah, and Danielle. I'm also thankful that I've gotten to spend a lot of time with my cousin Kevin, talking about the club and the sport, but more so just being able to connect with him after spending most of our adolescence in different states. Lastly, I am thankful for the Post Cincy, giving me the chance to continue writing about FC Cincinnati after I left WLWT. It has not been easy finding a new job, and having the ability to stay active through writing has been a blessing. Have a happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Send me your leftovers. I don't want to go grocery shopping.
Oh, man. Well, there you have it. Hey, hire Damon, okay? He does a good job writing. He asks good questions. According to Pat Noonan, he asks good questions in press conferences, okay? He's done good work for us, and he deserves to have a job. So yeah, I don't want to spend too much time, again, in the parking lot of a Holiday Inn Express outside of Tiffin, Ohio. I will be very impressed if people know where Tiffin, Ohio is off the top of their head, without the use of a map, okay? I'm nowhere near anything. So thank you again. If you've listened to a half an hour of this, yeah, like Jonah said, true sicko, okay? And if you're gonna be a sicko, I gotta mention, again, our sponsors, Gold Star. Go eat some Gold Star, okay? Go eat some Gold Star. Take a picture, tag them on X, and let them know that the Post sent you, okay? They would like that. They would like to hear that you did that. And also, I mean, we're on to Christmas shopping season, and I can think of no better place to go than Cincy shirts. Use promo code ThePostCincy, all one word, all caps, to get 10% off your order. They have a lot better codes floating around right now for Black Friday. Use one of those codes too. That's fine. But hey, if you're going to use one of those codes, maybe buy one of our shirts. Maybe buy a one of the 12. Buy an Opie. Buy a Fuck Columbus t-shirt. You know, there's a lot of options out there. There's about 6 options. But buy one of our shirts with a nicer code, or buy a different shirt with a not as nice code. Yeah, do one of those. That would be awesome. That would help the postcast. So yeah, I am amazed. And yeah, hey, thanks to Empanadas Box for sponsoring last year as well. I am blown away that businesses intentionally associate themselves with us. That always felt risky to me, but I appreciate that they did that, because honestly, it's because of you. It's because of the 12 listeners that enjoy this, that continue to listen to this, that recommend it to other people, that they feel comfortable standing near us. And I am always going to be appreciative of that. But hey, hopefully this Thanksgiving is not stressful, or maybe as stressful as you want it to be, cooking, having family over, or traveling all over to find friends and family to be with. But yeah, I am very appreciative of everything that our 12 listeners have enabled. I am very thankful for this fan base, for this team, for every player who has ever worn the shirt, made an appearance, sat on the bench. I am very thankful for every club employee, past and present and future probably, that has made this fun. This has been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. So, hey, happy Thanksgiving. Give it your best, and we'll resume normal operations next week. I said it before, I'll say it again. Happy Thanksgiving, and fuck Columbus. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Cincy Postcast. It is a production of The Post Cincy. You can check us out at thepostcincy.com, or just click a link in the description to check out some of our written work. It also has links to our social media accounts across all sorts of different platforms, including YouTube, where we are trying to do more and more video content. Please, dare I say it, like and subscribe and leave a comment. But no, that would be really, really helpful. I also want to give a thank you to Jim Trace and the Makers. They're a local Cincinnati band who provided all of the music for this episode. We love having them on board. You can check them out. Again, link in the description of this episode to find out where they might be playing shows next, or where you can listen to more of their music. Also want to give a massive, massive thank you to the awesome and very attractive patrons over on Patreon. It is a voluntary subscription that people take out with no real promise of anything extra, that keep this show afloat. And we are so, so thankful to those of you that have decided to take that commitment. If you do like the show, or at least just want to engage with other people who have listened to the show and want to talk about FC Cincinnati, MLS, soccer, or really anything else, you can go on over to Discord. Again, link in the description. Lots of links in the description where you can find a link to the Discord. That's where we are keeping the conversation going 24/7. It feels like it's a really fun group of people in there just talking about FC Cincinnati, and like I said, just about everything else. And finally, I'll say it, if you liked this episode, and given the fact that you've made it all the way to the end, I have to assume you either like it or for some reason cannot reach the stop button. Please share this episode with a friend or family member or someone who likes FC Cincinnati. The best way for us to grow is from a personal recommendation from somebody who likes it. And if that's you, please tell other people. And if you don't have any friends, feel free to give us a review on whatever your podcast platform of choice is. We'll take anything we can get. But again, a huge, huge thank you to everybody for listening to this show. I am blown away that anybody listens to this. So again, I well and truly mean this. Thank you so much for listening.